this way. Right by Wing. Oh, and I'm sorry. This is like, oh my goodness. 4x4. I went down through here. And this goes here. We'll have to go straight. I believe it went down through here. Maybe. Let's see. I think it went this way. Just shoot down through here. Straight through. Okay, now look at the name. Look at the name of the street. It's Old Railroad Street. You know why? This is where the old railroad went straight that way and then connected to 34. Yep, this is the correct way. It just went straight that way. We have to turn, but it went straight. See how you can see the buildup right there? Across the street, it just kind of goes that way. It goes across 175. So this is the path that the train took. It came down here down 34. And then once it gets to 175, on the map you can see that what it does is once it's on the other side of 175, then it's basically runs down the other side of 34 behind these buildings. And I'll show you the buildings. We looked at this yesterday. Now we didn't shoot video because we were looking for something, we didn't find it, but it would probably, by now, it probably would have gone that way. It runs pretty much down through here, and then when it gets, by the time it's on the other side, it runs, see those big buildings over there? You can see it ran right behind those, like right, you can kind of see a flat spot there. We'll see it in a minute as we get over there. By the time it was here, is running, and see how those buildings are really straight, but the road is not straight. See how the road is away from it? There, the space between the buildings and the road is where the train was running. So I'm gonna look, I believe straight that way, about a quarter of a mile, there is a railroad bridge, or the remains of railroad bridge. So you look at this, it ran along the back of the building. These buildings weren't here. You can kind of see where it just kind of goes that way, see where it kind of, it looks like a kind of a grade, and it runs along there. And then this veers this way, and it goes that way. So over there, if you take this waterway up there, there is, I believe, the remnants of an old bridge. I will have to go and track that down. But for right now, you have to understand it went that way. We're going to turn because you can't see into the trees, but it went that way. Where this went this way, it kept going that way. And that was the trunk railroad. And and went down to, went all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. So back in those trees is where it ran. And I believe this waterway, I don't know if we can see it. Man, that thing is really in bad shape. I think it's that waterway, that creek right there. If you go down in there, you can see it. But that will have to be another day because we have to be on an adventure. So anyway, so yeah, if we were here, we'd see it, the train coming not right at us, but right beside us, along the back of that area right there. And it's kind of interesting the way that the road curves. The buildings are straight, and they're straight for some reason because there's a right of way right there. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. We're going to go off and do our adventures.